I'm going to use 20 gauge wires for the cone, and I'm going to cut one in half. I'm going to have one side, one length a little bit longer than the other, and I'm going to tape them together. Pulling the tape really tight so they're nicely well held, and then that single end I'm going to bend over into a closed hook. Then this is some white flour paste, which I need to soften, and then roll it into a cone shape. Doesn't matter if there are a few cracks on it because this is going to be covered anyway. And that hook I'm going to stick into the edible glue and press the wire into the fatter end and shape that bottom end so that it points down a little bit. So that's my cone, and I need to let it dry completely before I start piping on it. So I've got one here that's nice and dry, and I've got some royal icing. I've actually made this up with the royal icing mix that you just have to add water to and beat it. And I've put it in a piping bag with a number 123 piping tube. At the very tip, I'm going to pipe all the way around to cover the cone. Now I'm going to turn it so that the thick end of the piping tube is up, and I'm going to pipe up and down. It's rather like piping petals, but with the thicker end pointing upwards. And then I just keep going around, building up layers. And taking them right into the base as well. They're sticking out just a little bit, so I'm going to press the base in. And then just do one final layer. Then once you've gone all the way around, you need to leave that to dry completely as well before it then gets painted. So I've got here one that's dry, and I'm going to paint it with gold luster dust that I'm going to mix with some rejuvenating spirit. A quicker way is to spray it with luster colour, but I find that the powder mixed with the rejuvenating spirit gives a better colour gold. Just do one final check to make sure there's no white showing on any of it. And then that needs to be left to dry. Because it's been done with rejuvenating spirit, it does actually dry fairly quickly. And then what I do just to finish them off is I actually tape over the white stem with some gold floristry tape, just to add a little bit more sparkle in case any of the stem is showing. Break the tape off at the end. So that's my finished gold pine cone.